Can a dog and a cat live together in the same house? Well, let's dive into this fascinating question. The classic image of a dog chasing a cat up a tree is deeply ingrained in our minds, isn't it? We've all heard the phrase, fighting like cats and dogs, and it paints a vivid picture of these two species being sworn enemies. But is that really the case? Is this an unbreakable rule of nature, or can we rewrite this narrative? Let's unravel this age-old mystery together. The truth is, cats and dogs are different, yes, but they aren't natural-born enemies. They're just two different species with different social structures and communication styles. Dogs are pack animals, they crave companionship, and they express their emotions openly. Cats, on the other hand, are solitary hunters. They value their independence, and they communicate subtly. It's like they speak different languages. So when a dog wags its tail excitedly, a cat might see it as a threat. Similarly, when a cat turns its back, a dog might misunderstand it as an invitation to play. It's a classic case of lost in translation, but here's the good news. Just like humans, dogs and cats can learn to understand each other's languages. They can learn to interpret each other's signals, respect each other's boundaries, and yes, even enjoy each other's company. Imagine your cat and dog lounging on the couch together, sharing a sunny spot by the window, or playing a friendly game of chase. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? It's not just a pipe dream, but a very possible reality with the right approach. So instead of asking, can cats and dogs live together? Perhaps we should be asking, how can cats and dogs live together? It's not a question of possibility, but one of approach. And with a little bit of understanding, patience, and guidance, we can help our feline and canine friends coexist in harmony. So it's not a question of can they, but how can they live together? Let's find out. Understanding the dynamics between cats and dogs is the first step to a peaceful household. Now, let's delve into the natural behaviors of these two popular pets. Cats, as many of you may know, are independent creatures. They are territorial and prefer to have a space of their own. They are also more nocturnal, often becoming more active during the night. Dogs, on the other hand, are pack animals. They thrive on social interaction and are often more active during the day. They are usually more eager to please and are generally more trainable than cats due to their social nature. These differences in behavior can sometimes create a clash. A dog's playful chase could be perceived as a threat by a cat, causing stress and potential conflict. A cat's independent nature might confuse a dog who is looking for a playmate or a member of his pack. Acknowledging these differences is crucial. It's important to remember that these behaviors are natural and ingrained. It doesn't mean that your cat and dog can't get along. It just means that understanding their instincts and working around them will be key to a peaceful cohabitation. For instance, giving your cat a high perch or a separate room where the dog can't reach can help your cat feel safe and secure. Similarly, setting aside a dog-free zone for your cat can help reduce potential conflicts. On the flip side, ensure your dog has plenty of opportunities for social interaction and physical exercise. A bored, understimulated dog might be more likely to provoke a cat out of a need for interaction. Understanding these dynamics isn't just about preventing conflicts. It's about ensuring that both your pets feel comfortable and secure in their environment. It's about acknowledging their instincts and needs and creating a household that caters to both. Remember, each cat and dog is an individual with their own personalities and quirks. What works for one might not work for another. Patience, understanding, and a little bit of research can go a long way in ensuring a harmonious household. Knowing how your pets think and behave is key to creating a harmonious environment. Now let's talk about setting up a home suitable for both dogs and cats. Creating a harmonious household for both your feline and canine friends is possible with some thoughtful planning. The first step is to ensure that each pet has their own space. Dogs need room to run and play, while cats often prefer a quieter, more secluded area. Designate specific areas in your home for each pet to retreat to when they need some time alone. Next, consider vertical spaces for your cats. Cats love to climb and observe their surroundings from a high vantage point. This can be achieved by providing cat trees, shelves, or even clear windowsills. These elevated spaces not only give your cats a place to relax, but also a safe area where they can watch the world, or your dog, from a distance. Equally important is to provide each pet with their own resources. This includes separate food and water bowls, toys and litter boxes or dog beds. Sharing is not a strong suit for many pets, and having their own items can prevent potential resource guarding issues. Now let's talk about introductions. This is a critical step in creating a peaceful cohabitation. The key here is to take it slow. Start by introducing your pets through a door or gate, allowing them to sniff each other without any direct contact. Gradually increase their exposure to each other over a period of several days or weeks, always under supervision. It's also a good idea to swap bedding between the cat and dog to help them get used to each other's scent. Reward positive interactions with treats or praise to reinforce good behavior. And remember, it's okay to take a step back if things aren't going smoothly. The process of integrating a cat and a dog under one roof may seem daunting, but it's definitely achievable with time, patience, and understanding. Each pet is unique, and they will adjust to each other at their own pace. Remember, patience is key when introducing a new pet into the home. Training and socialization are crucial for a peaceful dog-cat household. Whether your home is a flurry of fur and activity or a tranquil haven, it's essential to help your pets understand their place in the family. Now, let's talk about respect. Just like us, pets need personal space. Dogs and cats are no exception. Training them to respect each other's space isn't a task for the faint-hearted, but it's worth every effort. Here's a tip. Use positive reinforcement. If your dog leaves the cat's bed alone or your cat doesn't swipe at the dog's tail, reward them. Treats, praises, or a session of their favorite game can do wonders, but what about those unwanted behaviors? It's important to correct them gently. If you see your dog chasing after the cat, don't yell or punish. Instead, redirect their attention to a toy or a fun activity. This helps them associate good behavior with positive experiences. Cats, on the other hand, can be a bit more elusive. If your cat keeps hissing or swatting at the dog, try to understand why. Is the dog invading her space? Does she feel threatened? Once you figure out the root cause, you can address it accordingly. Maybe the dog needs to be trained to stay away from the cat's litter box, or perhaps the cat needs a safe, high place where she can observe without feeling threatened. Socialization is another key aspect. Slow and steady is the way to go. Introduce your pets to each other gradually. Start with short, supervised interactions, and gradually increase the duration as they get more comfortable. Remember, forced interactions can backfire, causing stress and fear. It's important to remember that training and socialization aren't one-time events. They're ongoing processes that require patience, consistency, and love. Yes, there may be hiccups along the way, but don't get disheartened. Just take a deep breath and remember why you're doing this. For a peaceful, loving home where your pets can live in harmony. Training is an ongoing process, but with consistency, it can lead to a peaceful coexistence. Lastly, let's discuss health and safety considerations when having both pets in the house. Now, one of the most important things to remember is that both cats and dogs require regular health checks and vaccinations. It's not just a good idea, it's essential. Regular vet visits ensure that your pets are in tip-top shape and prevent the spread of diseases that could be harmful to either pet. For instance, both cats and dogs are susceptible to parasites like fleas and ticks, which can easily spread in a multi-pet household. Regularly scheduled checkups can help detect these pests early on, preventing a full-blown infestation that could be detrimental to your pet's health. Now, vaccinations are equally important. There are several diseases, such as rabies and distemper, that can affect both cats and dogs. Vaccinations help to build your pet's immunity and keep them safe from these potentially life-threatening conditions. Let's shift gears a little and talk about safety. When you have both a cat and a dog in the house, there are certain safety considerations unique to this scenario. For instance, dogs may be tempted to chase or play roughly with cats, which can result in injuries. To mitigate this, it's important to supervise their interactions, especially in the beginning. Make sure that each pet has its own safe space where it can retreat to if it feels threatened or needs some alone time. This can be a specific room, a crate, or even just a favorite spot on the couch. Also, remember to keep dog-specific toys and small objects out of the cat's reach. Cats, being the curious creatures they are, might ingest these, leading to choking hazards or digestive problems. In conclusion, maintaining a multi-pet household involves diligent healthcare and mindful safety measures. But don't let this deter you. The joy and companionship that cats and dogs can bring to your home far outweigh any challenges. With these tips, you're well on your way to creating a peaceful, happy home for both your dog and cat.